I'll be with you for a sec. I kind of just threw this deck together, but I was actually impressed by it. As we are playing with the brand new Kingambit, which for those that don't know is basically a baby form of Charizard EX, as it has a 2 energy attack, which does 180 damage, and its ability allows it to do 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. That is just Charizard. Now, granted, you don't have the energy acceleration that comes with Charizard. However, with Metang, of course, that problem can be solved. So here we have a single prize Charizard. This clearly has something to it. Now, there is the downside where it does damage to itself, but in actuality, you're a single prize Pokemon. You're expecting to be KO'd basically every turn. And as I said, I kind of just threw this deck together, and it was really good. Listen, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I just got lucky. But just like this, I already have, as you can see, a Kingambit next turn. It just works. I don't know, man. Let's just pass up here. I don't know what I'm up against. But this is probably one of the first times in a while where I've just built a deck in the first draft and was like, oh, this is just kind of already it. I mean, obviously, there's fine-tuning and stuff that we can do in the future and all that, but I'll leave that one to you instead of going on a deep dive for this bad boy. But not only, of course, do you have the damage amplification of Supreme Overlord, which is the ability, but you do also have Brave Bangle in here too, to go even further beyond than even Charizard could. At least only to EX Pokemon. Whereas, let's say your opponent has 2 prize cards remaining, Charizard will be doing 300. Kingambit can do 330 with the Brave Bangle, or 360 if they have 1 prize remaining, which can KO even mega stage 1s and I think a couple stage 2s. I don't remember the HPs on stage 2s. But suffice it to say is it can hit even harder than Charizard can, which is nuts. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't really have the Dusknoir shenanigans or the Dawnzard play, so I don't think it's going to be better than the Charizard deck. But as I said, it's still got something to it. They're going to item lock me, so I can't go for the candy, but that's fine. We can just manually evolve. That's okay with me. I'm not against that even slightly. Maybe should have Nest Balled with hindsight, but I come on. You're not going to expect a Badoo this time around, are you? And also, Bisharp, rapid draw. 50 damage, draw 2 cards. Not a bad attack as well. I mean, it's just got a really good recipe behind it, this. I really do enjoy it. But nonetheless, we'll go for Metang. And yes, this deck only has 10 energy, so Metangs aren't always going to hit, but you only need a couple. You don't need to load up like you would, let's say, a Heatran or something, right? We're not trying to be a toolbox deck. We're not trying to have Regigigas or anything like that. We're just trying to get these boys charged up. That's our only priority. Let's go for a rapid draw here and KO the Badoo plus draw 2. And this is nice. Obviously, the main card stitching this whole deck together is the Genesect, right? Being able to instantly find evolutions is such a strong effect. It played a role in skypulting, catapulting, skyrocketing. I put them together. Skypulting. Let's claim the phrase today. Skypulting is the official phrase of something that has been shot upwards. Goldengo. Of course, we know that, as well as the Solrock Luton engine. Either way, they get themselves a Fez. Lillie's coming out. And this is just the perfect situation for us, right? All of these beautiful 2 prizes for us to take out. I do quite like it. Is this a post-rotation? No, it's not a post-rotation, Seda. Okay. I was going to say, I didn't know if they're playing post-rotation Bolt. Is this? Yeah, even Sandy Shocks is in post-rotation. That's fair. So we're not playing against what I think is the Ogerpon. Not Ogerpon, sorry. The Noctowl variant of Raging Bolt, which is the better variant. But I don't mind, bro. I don't mind. They go for a Teal Dance. They throw a Latias down. It's just, their whole board is 2 prizes. It's just like, you're at a buffet right now for Kingambit. You know what I mean? Do I stay healthy, go for my greens? Do I go for my meat, eh? Or should I have my dessert later to start with the Fezandipiti, which looks... What dessert does that look like? I don't know, but I've got to hydrate, so I've got my water pond ready for a drink as my opponent goes for an ultra, but I'll skip the buffet thing. That was not working out, bro. As they throw another Ogerpon down. Yeah, this is like overbenching, like... But am I complaining? God, no. I'll take you out, mate. Easy. That said, I was going to say, am I doing enough? But I am, because of Bangle, right? I would originally been to 210. I can't speak. I would originally been doing 210, 10, originally doing B? I would originally be doing 210. That made sense, yes. But with the Bangle, it is 240. And what HP is Raging Bolt? Exactly. Let's not get too carried away, though. Let's make sure we keep the flow state going. As I'll throw this down, and I think I won't go for another I don't think I have another Pawniard, actually. But I will now get myself a Fez. This is pretty much the ideal board state for this deck, I think. So I'm happy with that. Let's throw you here. Attach energy here. I honestly think I need to sequence correctly here. So I want a Super Rod here. Do this. Get energy back. Do I want to be Ionoing here? Probably, right? I'm going to throw you here and just Iono, and then I can do some more draw and stuff off the Fez. Yeah, that feels better to me. Well, hindsight, maybe I should have done the Should have done that first. But that's fine. Oh, we even have Prime. I forgot I did Prime in a deck. I'm so good at deck build. Okay, all right, calm down, Sean. Let's not get carried away now, okay? Let's go for our Metangs. And we are so ahead of the curve right now, it's actually silly. I'm just going to throw this here. I don't even need to Metang number 2, and I don't think I will. It's just not necessary. Let's Metal Signal and get ourselves you and you. That's the deck shuffled. I could Poké Pad, sorry. I will. I think I will, Poké Pad. Don't need to, but I've got it. And you're just seeing how easily this deck finds its cards. It's just, it doesn't care. I was just looking for these bad boys, the candies. As I will go for a double-edged slash for a KO here. And this is so cool, man. I'm having a good time. As we do take 2 prizes here. Pawniard there, which is nice. Now, obviously, there is the downside where they can, gust these bad boys up. But again, you don't have to deal with a Kingambit, right? Which has to attack 4 times to KO itself if you don't deal with it, which means by that point, you're probably so far ahead that the self-KO is okay, or you've already established another one that you can work with. So again, this 50 damage to itself doesn't seem like that big of a deal. It's similar to like Azumarill, but in that case, this has more HP and is more searchable. Yeah, I know, I'm glazing this card, but I really do like it. Now, there is the obvious thing where, damaging yourself is, Pult's going to have a field day with you, but you can't beat them all, right? You can't always beat Pult or Guardia or all that jazz. So there's that. Nonetheless, they promote a Squawkabilly, and I think this one's in the bag. And there's a pass. I think they have rage quit, if you ask me. I'm just going to play this turn out, and I'll see you at the end of the game, so I think we've won. There it is. They were inactive for too long, and that is us sorted. Oh, thrusted straight into Goldengo territory after that win, huh? Now, the one downside here is I don't really have much in the hand. I really need myself a Genesect. But my opponent seems to be struggling a little bit too, so I'll take that. I'm going to get the double Poffin. I mean, can you complain? Plus Poké Pad to get Metang if I really need it, or just get myself a Bisharp, or a Bisharp. Is it Bisharp or Bisharp? Oh, it's got to be Bisharp, right? Like Bishop? Yeah, I get it. I understand Pokemon now. And then Pawniard, it's a pawn. It's all about chess. Oh, I finally figured it out. When did this come out? Like Sword and Shield or something? All right, enough waffling. There's a Dawn. Okay. Interesting. I think that would make sense if you're playing a Goldengo that has some sort of stage 2, like a Togekiss. But even then, you just Cypher Maniac for that kind of stuff. You don't really Dawn. Unless I'm missing something, we'll find out. There's 2 Gimmigles down. Actually, no, that said, this could be like Alakazam Dango. I know that's something that some people have entertained the idea. Levincia? Okay, it's definitely not Alakazam Dango then. This is giving old school Dango vibes, that's for sure. Man says old school for something that happened like a few months ago. We've got the Genesect top deck, which is absolute chef's kiss. So let's use that and get ourselves honestly, I just go for these 2, right? And then I could just Poké Pad for another Metang. This deck is just so smooth. It just doesn't struggle to get going. I'm really enjoying myself with this, And look, as you saw, even with Badu out, we can still work. This is fun. Okay, let's get ourselves. Did I bench? I think I benched that Pawniard this turn, didn't I? Let me just double check. No. Okay, so I should probably just get another Bisharp then, right? Or Bishop, sorry. It's going to be a while for me to figure that out. Just actually remember it's Bisharp, not Bisharp. But anyway, I will Metal Maker here and get 2 more energy. Yeah, bro, this is just disgusting. It's just filthy. Aye, man. A 180 there. And this is what's great, right? Yes, they could take out a Genesect. They could take out 2 prizes. You can still force a single prize board with this deck, Literally next turn, all I need to do is just get 2 more Kingambit out. And if they take out Genesect, it's fine. We have 3 Kingambits ready to go after that. You know what I mean? It is nice that you can play this deck and force a single prize board. I do like that. It might be worth throwing maybe a Turo in here or something like that just to add 1 extra out to picking up Genesect or Fez if you are worried about prize trading. But from my first impression, doesn't seem to be that big a deal. That said, it could be famous last words. They do attach to the Dengi and get rid of Buddy Poffin here with Earthen Vessel. What have we seen so far from them? They've played a Lillie. They've coin bonus for, 1? Oh, no, it's 2. They just, I forgot. Yeah, the way they code it in ptcgl is a bit odd. And they do just straight up take me out. Well, you're going down in response too, my friend. So don't you get too excited already. As I'll throw up a Bisharp. I remember this time. I'll probably forget in a week anyway. Genesect coming straight into the fray. And I'm going double Kingambit. I'm not even getting Metang, bro. I just want to get my boys evolved, man. You never know, right? Genesect could be Gust KO'd at some point. So we just want to make sure we're ready, as I said before. So let's Metang here, attach here. That's nice. Don't need the Brave Bangle this time around. But if I'm right, if they KO this Kingambit, thanks to Brave Bangle, we are 1 at KOing Dengos. I'm feeling good, bro. All right, and there's a Lillie as well. That's the only thing I was slightly concerned about was keeping the kings coming. After this one and it goes down, if I don't have draw support, or I'm kind of attacking with Genesect, which doesn't feel great. So there is that. You could argue 1 copy. This sounds a bit greedy, but 1 copy of a baby Metagross. I know it's not a good attacker, but I mean, is there any harm? it can stand in for some, like, for a turn, you know? Maybe I'll add it in just for fun at the in the next game. We'll see if that actually is viable or not. Just for situations like this where you might be struggling to get your boys going. Either way, they play a Cypher Maniac. That's a very good sign. My opponent is a mega bricking right now, which is crazy because you're playing Goldengo of all things. So don't... Hey, listen, bro. You're bricking with Goldengo. Something's not going right for you. That is just pure unlucky. All right, let's evolve here. Let's do this. And I'll throw the Brave Bangle here and straight up Lillie. And we'll get ourselves another Pawniard down. Great top deck. And we're going to fin as well even more with Metallic Signal, getting these two boys out. We have no more Bisharp, so I've got to make sure I find candies, but that's fine. We will just go for Metal Maker, get this bad boy charged up while we can, free up our attachments for when we need them, or just have it ready for the next one. Take a KO here. I might have to retreat this thing eventually. It's just going to KO itself as we take a prize card. Now, look, I know my opponent's bricking, but let's not focus on that, okay? I think if they even got Dengo, I still think this is a very winnable match. So I'm quite happy with this. So please do try it for yourself, man, because I really like this deck. I might genuinely take it. I always say I'll take something into a tournament. I never actually do it. This one it's in my debating list because I think it is quite strong. Although, as I said, I don't know how it fares against Polt and Guardian and stuff like that. But hey, man, we did do well in a tournament. If you remember my tournament video with the baby Goldengo, which follows a similar trend to this. You know, it's just hitting big numbers basically with single prize Pokemon. Back then, we got a top 8 with that deck in a pretty large online tournament. So, well, it wasn't the biggest, but it was big. So maybe this could also follow suit with that. I think you guys know now. I just love Metang. It's just, I've got a soft spot for Metang, man. Let me enjoy it. Let me enjoy it. Okay, so I think we're out of Pawniards and we need a little bit of recovery. So I'm going to attach energy here. And I will Lillie. I do want to, do you know what? I will get Fez because I think we're in a dangerous Iono territory, actually. So we want to make sure, yeah, I know we're playing Dengo and they probably don't play Iono, but I saw a Dawn come out and I just saw a Fire Breather. I don't know what's happening, bro. I think I've got to be prepared for it. So let's just flip the script. Maybe we get a candy. We don't, but I'm fine with that. I think for thinning's sake, we'll Metallic Signal, get ourselves another Metal Maker out. We have free candy there, so we definitely are able to get it. Bit of a shame, though, we didn't get the rod. But I think we're fine. We're doing a 270. That's a 1-hit KO. I mean, all I got to do is follow up with one more, and that's GG, bro. We are so fine. Super rod there. That's nice. That's pretty cool. So do you think, by the way, do you think it's worth playing Max Belt in here? I don't know. I mean, if you're doing the maths, it does 230 right off the bat, and then 260 afterwards for 2, which is easier for... I don't know. They scooped on me. That's nice. I'm going to add that baby Metagross and see if that helps in any way. Well, I did add it. Let's see what comes of it. It looks like we are finally playing something top tier. I'm guessing Amani's Grims now based on those sleeves. Yep, Impidimp coming in. Let's see how this one fares up. They do get another Monkey Dory down. I am concerned because we're damaging ourselves, but let's just see how it pans out. This is what we're trying to do. Explore it, right? Terrible opening hand, though. At the very least, I can put it all to the bottom of the deck and hopefully refresh here. That would be nice. Yeah, that's much better. We'll puff in. We'll get ourselves double Beldum. We've already got another Pawniard. That's also pretty nice. I can go for a push down, but that seems kind of silly. It's only going to give them damage. So let's throw ourselves a Genesect down and then just Metallic Signal for the time being. I'm going to get myself probably a Bisharp and a Metang just for now. I will attach to the active. It does depend if they're getting what they need, but I'll attach it to the active. That's fine with me. If they do get a KO, we do have Fez with the Nest Ball, so that's something we can do. We'll find out. Spikemuth coming up. They do throw another Impidimp down too, and they straight up candy. I saw it coming, of course. This is what makes Grimmsnarl good. It's just so good at getting turn 2s. It's whether they have the energy in hand to get the retreat off Monkey Dory or an air balloon or something like that. If they do, there's a little bit more pressure on us, I'll be honest with you. But towards the late game, we can definitely get to 1-hit KO territory. You know, they get to 2 prize cards. That's an easy 1-hit KO for us. So if we can get to that point where we're even on prizes throughout, then maybe so. They go for another Spikemuth though, and if they don't have the energy in hand, it's definitely a wrong call to accelerate to that Impidimp, but I'm assuming they have energy then. Oh, they got Morty's Conviction. Fascinating. They're going to draw themselves some good cards here. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they won't get punished for it, but I do think that attaching to that Impidimp was wrong, because you want to increase the odds of drawing into Dark Energy so you can attach Retreat with Monkey Dory and attack, rather than just pass if you like that if you don't get the Retreat. Because you've now given me time to evolve, which is kind of a big deal. I think what I'm going to do then, I was planning on using this Power Pad on something else, but I'm expecting myself to get KO'd next turn, so I want to make sure I'm prepared for that. So I will Pawniard, and it's not overbenching, I don't think. This is strategic benching, I guess you could say. I know that I'm losing that Fez chance right now, but if they get a knockout, I can Fez anyway still, so... Yeah, what was I waffling about? I probably should have Poké Pad for another Pawniard last turn. Let's get another Bisharp. Bisharp, sorry, I got it. It'd be so hilarious if it is Bisharp and I've called it Bisharp this whole time. Yeah, I think that's correct. Not Metagross, silly. Although Metagross could be something. I could technically attack with Metagross, I can't lie. Was that actually the better move? I think it was. No? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Because it's going to get KO'd anyway. Yeah, and plus I get the +2 draw here. I feel okay. I think this is fine. More Meta Maker. And we will get energy onto this Bisharp here. Meta Maker again. If we can make it all basically one energy attachment, I'm fine with that. We'll do this. We'll +5 draw here. I was debating attacking for the obvious reason, but this draw could help. And so we did actually get Fez straight up. So there you go. And now it's a matter if my opponent can retreat. Because again, they have low-key overcommitted the energy in the early turns. Petrol, that's going to get it for him. So is this post-rotation? Is Morty a post-rotation card? It's H block. I think this is a... No, you got Nest Ball. It's a G block. So why not just play up? Okay. Maybe they play 4 Arven and this is just a 5th Arven for them, theoretically. I don't know. I'm a little confused by their plays right now, I'll be honest with you. A little bit worried about that. That was the main concern of mine. And it's a 60 HP one as well, so they don't have the 70 HP one. Interesting stuff. Spike Move coming out, and they pass again. I've got time. I might just rapid draw again. No, I've got boss. I'm changing my mind. You think I'm playing a boss top deck? No shot, mate. No. Let's go for this. I'll get you and you, sure thing. We'll start metal makering and getting even more energy in play. That's you guys sorted. Now I can maybe accelerate to a Metang. Maybe pull off a Luster Blast at some point. Who knows, right? It's something. Let's do that. Pull this off. Go for that boss swing onto this bad boy. Just go for a cheeky 180. Yeah, they're going to get the attack on me. Yeah, they're going to get some damage down. But we've got the first blow. This could be big. They do evolve into Frostlass, though. Frostlass is going to be a menace, isn't it? We have to outpace it. That's the thing we need to do. Because all of my boys have abilities. Literally. All of them. Ay. Well, either way, they go for another Spike Puff. That'll give them another Grimmsnarl. But it does... Oh, no, they're going to go for Impudent. They probably have Grim in hand then. Yeah, they're clearly struggling for energy, at least for the monkeys. That's the good news. Well, I stand corrected now because they've just played another Morty. This is a very weird build. I mean, Morty's working for them because I'm overbenching. Well, no, fully benching. And Petrol isn't a terrible card of all things. I mean, Armen's better, but Petrol still would find your secret box, so it's not the end of the world. But they're just... Yeah, this is just very odd Marnie's Grimmsnarl plays. Catching me off guard a little bit. Either way, is it best for me now then to instead try and get a Metagross going? Why does that feel right? Because if I can get like 3 energy in here and just go for a Luster Blast, I can at least save Kingambit for when it's more powerful. Oh, that is a good question. Because it's got the KO now, whereas later on it might not have the KO. Oh, all right. I'm going to promote a Pawniard because I'm super debating this. I'll be real with you as Frostlass comes in and damages basically all of my Pokemon. Oh, God, that feels horrible. Let's see. I think I'm just going to start metal makering now. And if I get it or not, that oh, okay. All right. That's a pretty good determiner as to where this is probably going to go. All right. That's fine. I'll put this here anyway. And I think I will evolve it. I think so. Yeah, could be a bad idea. Could be a terrible play. Let me Spike Move and just check the deck quickly to see what's correct here. I'm debating benching Fez, and I might because I would like to just candy into this thing. So I think I want maximum draw here. You know, go for Fez plus Lillie. That should be guaranteed candy play. I mean, maybe I could get away with it with just Lillie. I think I'll try. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and not bench the Fez. And yeah, okay, not punished. That's good. Hey, we even have Counter Catcher. Do I want to Counter Catcher right now? That's a good question. Do I want to get rid of the Frostlass? Oh, God, these decisions. Or do I get rid of the monkeys? To be fair, the Frostlasses aren't that deep. I think the monkeys are the biggest issue, no? Oh, I don't know. I think I don't do it. I don't know. I don't know. This is where just inexperience comes in with the matchup, right? I think I'm just going to double edge and we'll see what happens. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's take those 2 prizes there. And it's a Prime Catcher and a Candy. They do bring up the Morgrim. And who knows, right? If we can do serious damage next time, they go down to 4 prizes. That means we're doing 270 of a Brave Bangle. That's already getting pretty close for Grimmsnarl, plus the Frostlass damage output. They could be in a tricky situation. Who knows, right? But it is interesting to try and figure this all out. I'll be honest with you. They do also attached to a monkey. That's going to give them some energy, damage moving, so they can probably move to Metang. Although the Metangs ain't that big a deal right now. I've got the energy I need going pretty much for the rest of the game, I think, in terms of tempo. So I think the Metang going down, so they're going to double that? I mean, I get it, but my damage output's getting eerily close to your Grimmsnarl KO, mate. Actually, let me do the maths quickly. I think they're doing 2 into me, so that brings it to 300. I'm doing 270 back. Oh, man, I think they survive off like 10 damage returning after my turn with Frostlasses. Oh, which means they would get an extra attack off. That sucks, man. Okay, maybe I should have been prioritizing that. I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know what I should and shouldn't prioritize here because it's all a learning process, right? It's the first time I've ever done this particular matchup. That's not to make excuses. That's just to say, hey, this is the learning experience of playing a new deck every time, right? Either way, Kingambit will respond with a pretty hefty punch. It might even scare them a little bit. Who knows, right? I, for one, though, need a little bit more going forward here. I don't really have much. So I might have to see if I can get a Metagross charged up here No. So I think a Lillie's the call here, no? More so than Iono. I need... Iono's probably better than Lillie here, right? If you think about it, because it brings their hand size down. I still have a Meteor match, which feels terrible, but it's still an option. So let's Iono. I think Iono's the play. I could burn Poffin, actually. No. I need a rod. I know Lillie's going to give me more cards off of this, but I think because it's a larger hand, Iono is technically better. Yeah, see? I'm locking in, bro. I'm figuring it out. I'm going to get some Pawniards back and... Oh, actually, I might do this then. How many... Wait, Kingambit here. I'll have... Okay. This is probably the best move. I'm down a lot of energy. Let's try it. Let's figure it out. And I'm debating now benching Fez instead of Pawniard. No, but if I bench Fez, that's going to give him a pretty good 4-price KO at some point, which we don't really want. So I'm going to get Pawniard down again, I think, instead. Especially considering I have a Lillie here, so that's fine. Do I Metallic Signal? I think I do Metallic Signal because I could top their Candy, right? So I'll just get 2 Gambits out. Punch for 270, and they will go to 310. But with Monkey Dory moving damage away, they'll have to heal off the Grimmsnarl, right? Otherwise, their own monkeys will start getting knocked out. Oh, but then again, I did Iono them. So yeah, the odds of them getting the Dark is also pretty high. Oh, I think this is a big turn for them right now. They can move 60 damage anywhere. So you can move that to the Genesect and effectively take 3 prizes this turn. Can you take 4, though? That's the question. I actually don't know. Unless I just give them Genesect. If they KO Kingambit here, is it correct for me to just give them Genesect? No, it's better for me to give them a Tang, right? Because it's the lowest HP count. Oh, but this is just where it gets good, right? Oh, man, this is tough. This is very tough. Oh, I don't know if it's Metang or not. I don't know. I think it is. I think it is Metang. Yeah, because they would have just like knocked this out and punched this, and then Frostlass would have won them the game. Yeah, no, I had to give him a Tang. Okay, no, I'm with it. But they do 60, they do 30 here, and that's, oh my God, I don't think I can win right now. It's exactly what we thought, right? It's the Frostlass. The Frostlass is doing too much work. So should I have prioritized the Frostlass in the early game then? I can't tell. But it's good learning this. If I'm honest with you, it's very good learning this. I think I do respond with a KO with Metagross, which shows us a good inclusion. And if we just had a Turo, maybe we could have got somewhere. Bro, do you know what's funny? We're actually 1 damage counter away from winning. That's crazy work. Oh, and I just can't pick up or heal my Genesect. If I can heal my Genesect, I think we win the game. Oh, that is depressing. Oh, that is so depressing. No, the depressy spaghetti. Oh, man. I think that is so incredibly close. Bro. Do you know what? That's actually good knowledge. The fact that we have a fully set up Grimmsnarl and we genuinely had the potential to win even with all the Frostlass in play. I think that's a good sign. No? Or am I like coping there? I don't know. We'll go for the Meteor Mesh. I think that does lose us the game. Sadly, this Monkey Dory with 80 HP on the bench, if it had 1 more damage counter, it would have been KO'd. With the Frostlasses, meaning we would have actually... Well, no, it would have gone to sudden death, not even game. So I'm wrong. It wasn't a damage counter away from winning. It was a damage counter away from drawing. But that's good knowledge. It's good knowledge to know. The Metagross maybe could have come in earlier. I don't know. But I think that was fun. But as always, if you did like that yourself and you thought it was fun, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.